Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest news in the mining industry. Welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Ashley.
Can you tell us about the role that palladium and platinum will play in battery electric vehicles?
Yes, well, we're hoping that they'll play this role because in battery electric vehicles, platinum group metals are not used at the moment. So that creates a massive opportunity. And fittingly, the North American company called Platinum Group Metals, which is emerging in South Africa's Limpopo as a miner and an operator, they started early to research this, and they got American researchers to work on it, and they're getting more intensified research. And joining them has been Anglo-American Platinum as well. But I think that if that can come through, and the indications are that the odds on that will come through, that could be incredible, because it'll mean that platinum group metals are just ubiquitous. They're everywhere, in mobile, in stationary, across the mobile spectrum. So it'll be worthwhile really putting in a massive effort there. And there is talk all the time now of market development. So hopefully they'll really succeed with this. It seems that it definitely, will be of benefit, but it's just the cost factors that have to be taken into account.
Can you tell us more about the market development aspects?
Yeah, market development now is just on the words of all platinum group metal people. I mean, at the Platinum Group Metals Day, it was just said, you can't just market platinum, palladium, it's got to be all six, and you've got to see which niches they're going into. It's mobility has been the big thing all along, but it's popping up all over, and if you could really promote that collectively, it may be able to fill any gap that is left. Should battery electric vehicles not adopt platinum group metals, you would have this gap, and that is a threat, because platinum group metals employ more mine workers than any other sector of the mining industry, and if you look at the dependence, you're getting close to 2 million people. So it is absolutely essential that we go all out. And I think that a lot of the sectors that are promoting this are the Industrial Development Corporation. In the private sector, it's AP Ventures, which is backed by mining companies, and also our PIC. The big investor is really Anglo and PIC. So a lot of activity is going on, but I think we really need to take this more seriously and work as South Africa Incorporated to get this through. The Department of Science and Technology and Innovation has been very good, but what about Mintech? What about the technology agency that we have? I think they should really throw their minds towards this. When you're talking about 180,000 jobs and all those dependents, South Africa's mind has got to be focused on just making this succeed.
And lastly, there are talks that South Africa is well placed to benefit from huge green hydrogen outlook.
Green hydrogen now could be the new oil. We know that the technologies have been developed that can create a sort of an oil skin around this hydrogen facility. We see it all over the place now. There are new e-fuels coming through. And you'll find that that's a mixture of carbon dioxide, which would be doing no good to Mother Earth, and green hydrogen. So they're putting that together, and it's a drop-in transport fuel. It replaces petrol, replaces diesel, replaces aviation fuel. So these are the sort of things that are popping up all over the place. And we have a great background in hydrogen. We've been producing grey hydrogen since 1950 through Sasol. If we can now really convert this, because green hydrogen is the answer. You can play around with different intermediate steps, but ultimately, if you want to really make sure that you fight against climate change, it's got to be something as clean as green hydrogen. So we've got the opportunities here. We've got the sun, we've got the wind, we've got the seawater, because we've got a very extensive coastline. We've got places where we can actually do it at Kucha. They're looking at Buchabai. And even being considered early, which I don't think other desalinators have done, but the desalination of the seawater, they're looking to where that salt is going to go, and that's very important as well, because you don't want to, put extra salt into the sea. So all our background is there, but, we really need a champion to push this through, and it could do so much for us, but it's got to come down on the price curve, and that is the big thing. And until it does, you'll find other people argue that you must go through with, say, natural gas, and you can see those arguments coming through because the price is so low, whereas the price is so high at the moment on the green hydrogen that it's just got to come down. America, with that IRA Act is promoting this. They feel they'll get it down to $1 a kilogram. I mean, that would be phenomenal. Hopefully we can, but I think the state must help as well. Everybody must help. South Africa must see it as one of its causes, and it will help the whole of the African continent. I mean, they're talking about this sort of activity, creating 300 million hours of equivalent work. So the African continent would really benefit as a whole. We can be the driver down here that can push it all the way through the continent, but it's got to be taken seriously, more seriously than it is now.
Thanks for speaking with us, Mark.
Great pleasure, Sashni.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. To subscribe to Creamer Media's Engineering News and Mining Weekly, please email subscriptions@creamermedia.co.za.